Alright, okay, are we recording? Yeah. So, hi guys, this is the Geek of Shiv. Welcome to the channel. I'm here with Jonathan and TeladiaPlays. So today we're going to ask Jonathan a few questions about Superman and what he does and everything else. So, Jonathan, you want to take it away? And hi everyone, and
Hello, how are you guys? Hello from the US.
hi from
How's
the
the UK?
UK.
It's pretty late over there, right?
Oh yes, it's
It's 10
nearly 10
o'clock.
o'clock over here now. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
10 o'clock, let me tell you. And that's fandoms right there. Fans ready to talk at any time of the day. That's
Yeah.
what we like to see.
Always.
But yeah, so I'm excited to be here, excited to talk to you guys. Of course, I'm always excited. I'm always on a 10 about Superman, so I can't wait to talk about that. And yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys have in store, what questions you have.
Oh,
So,
there's a lot of surprises. Just
oh,
gonna
there
say
is,
that.
yeah, there
Oh,
is. There's loads.
I do like surprises.
So Jonathan, you did the LA fires was like a while. It was kind of tragic what happened over there, and I
Yeah,
know you do a lot of charity work as well for
I do.
people and for yourself. Do you want to talk a bit about that? Do you want to go
Yeah,
on?
that was we're still going through it. The community is still rebuilding and trying to get through all of that. And when the fires happened, growing up, I was always a Superman fan, right? And as Superman fans, you try to become what you look up to, right? And I couldn't sit back and just say I'm gonna see LA go up in flames, right? I want to help in any way I can. So many people were abandoned from their families, whether it be dogs that were just running loose and everything. So I wanted to get out there. I put the Superman symbol on my chest, to give hope to those who needed the hope. Went to the YMCA and
Yeah.
brought a bunch of donations as much as I could. And when I couldn't bring any more donations, I decided, you know what, it's time to help the people. And I went out to where the houses were burned down to help shift through and start cleaning up. And it's what I'm from New York, and then I moved to LA. And what I could say from New York and California and LA is that we're strong. We will always rebuild, and I think that's any community, whether you guys in UK or anybody. Tragedy, and I hate saying this, but tragedies bring us together. And
Yeah.
the amount of people I've never seen, they were shooing volunteers away because there was just so many volunteers. They were shooing donations away because there was so much. And just seeing the love from the community, I think at one point I started breaking down because I was like, it was just beautiful to watch the community come together.
That's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine, like, because I was sitting at home and it was just like
Yeah,
so bad what happened to everyone's
I
home,
know.
the
And I was,
community, and you were just right in the middle of it as well. It was
I
kind of like,
was. I would have to check my phone because the fires just kept coming closer and closer to my apartment. So I was getting ready to leave myself. But thankfully, the firefighters and shout out to the firefighters and the
yeah,
first aid people, those were the heroes. Those were the Supermen. Those were the Wonder Woman and everybody who came out to really help us. So shout out to them.
yeah. It was. I was like, because I love LA, I love New York. It's like they're like it's like a home to me as well because like we're in the UK, we're like kind of invested into Hollywood as well. Like we love the Hollywood films, we love
Yeah,
the influences do go over there to Hollywood as well. Um,
you'll
yeah,
have to come too.
yeah, I do. I do. It's on my bucket list. Don't worry, it's on my
Yes,
bucket
It's
list.
a,
good.
it's a,
Both
it's a,
of
it's
you.
a, it's on our bucket list to come to America. Let's
Yeah.
just put it like that. I've been to America before, so I know what it's like.
You have. What part of
Yeah,
America have you?
I've been to New York. I've also been to
Oh, okay.
Toronto, and I've also been to Toronto in Canada. So I've been there
Okay.
as well.
Yeah. Love Canada. Shout out to Canada. They
Yeah,
were in. It was even great to see that during a time of need, Canada and other countries were coming over to help us.
Yeah,
So we were very grateful to even see that. People from
yeah,
Themyscira, Canada, coming over to help us in Metropolis,
yeah.
LA. So it was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, I went to Florida when I was like young, and I
Oh,
was
Florida.
like, Yeah, I went to Florida when I was like 13 and I just like fell in love with America straight away. It was like kind of your Halloween season as well. It was like
Oh,
September
okay.
as well. So you all kick off Halloween a lot earlier than what we
Yeah.
do. You all have
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Halloween things
We go
going.
all out for Halloween.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
seen it. I've seen it on YouTube. It's like crazy. It's all
Yeah.
lights and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my God, it's like
We
Christmas on
decorate the
campus.
houses, everything.
It's
I
it's
probably get
unbelievable.
scared a lot.
It's unbelievable to see the spectacle that you guys put out there in LA, in New
Yeah.
York, and all of that. It's just
Yeah, and
crazy.
Christmas as well. It's like and Thanksgiving as well.
Yes.
I know you do Thanksgiving over there. I
Yes.
think that's a couple of weeks before Christmas.
For
And I know
Christmas,
you
yeah.
have 4th of July coming up as well. You have the
4th
4th
of July, which is fun with all the
Yes,
fireworks
it's
all
round
over.
the corner for you guys.
I can just
Yeah.
imagine the Superman fireworks going up like that.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
He's
Right
all
before
like
the
ready and waiting for the whole July celebration.
July is going to be a great month. Yes,
It
it starts
is
with 4th
for
of
the
July.
film
But
and for you
yeah,
guys as well.
Yeah.
yes. And but even you guys, it's funny hearing you guys say this about US. Us in the US, we're like, oh, we love UK. We want to go to UK. We want to go see all of the, whether it's the beautiful buildings, and I mean, we do talk about the royal families too over here. So that's one thing we all always want to go and
I
see.
just want to say, make sure you bring an umbrella. That's
Yes.
all
Oh,
I
the
can
umbrella.
say.
Bring-
Just
bring an
the
umbrella.
Yeah, bring an umbrella
Bring an
or a
umbrella.
raincoat,
Oh, to bring an
Yeah.
just in case, because it's don't like get this idea that it's summer now, but just bring an umbrella.
Yeah.
Don't expect it to be sunshine and rainbows
Yeah.
and all of that, because it's
Bird
not like
poo
that.
everywhere. Yeah, we're not making a good advertisement for tourism here. Yeah.
We're just saying, we're just giving the honest answer here.
Is there anything you want to ask Talia, Jonathan? Do you want to ask him any questions, or do you want to talk about Superman? Do you want what is it that you guys want to talk about? Sorry, I've really gone off.
Okay, I've got a question for you.
Yeah,
Right?
go on.
Of
I know
course.
Siobhan hasn't asked this yet. How much money did you raise on your charity?
Oh,
For the fires or for St. Jude's?
Both.
I mean, not St. Jude's. I'm sorry, for the Christopher Reeve Foundation, because I just did that one.
Yes, to both, really.
Oh, okay. So for the Los Angeles fires, I know that they raised a lot of money. Me personally, I was putting into a huge fund. They've raised millions and millions of dollars through that. And but with the Christopher Reeve Foundation, I do know that it was a couple of thousand that we were able to do in that one day, and that's an important charity for Superman fans, but also for people with the disability. And that was an honor to be able to represent that foundation. I don't know if you guys watched the documentary.
Oh, I love the documentary.
Yes,
Yes.
I cried. I've cried so many times after that documentary. I watched it in the cinemas as well.
Yeah, and I've never. I like documentaries, but I prefer, movies. But this let me tell you, changed my. I've never been in a roller coaster before. Like that brought me into, and it was beautifully done. Learning about this family, Christopher Reeve to the side. I didn't even know about Dana and what she went through. His wife.
It was tragic what she went through.
And I think what gave me the chills the most, and I wanted to give him a hug so badly, was Will Reeve at the end when he says, I'm alone. And I'm like, no, you have all of us. All the Kryptonians are here with you. So watching that really inspired me even more to get involved with the, Christopher Reeve Foundation and trying to help them out as much as we can. There's going to be things coming up where they're going to do marathons, and we're going to be joining. I do want to talk to them, and possibly, I think it's crazy that they haven't had tables yet at Comic-Cons. I think they need to have booths at Comic-Con and spread the word about Christopher Reeve.
I know his son's in the new Superman film. He's playing a reporter. Just a spoiler out there.
Oh yes, his son. Yes, spoiler. Yeah, that came out.
Like
I think everybody. I think he even talked about it too. He has a small. I actually know someone who has a friend that filmed in the movie. She was actually in the trailer. She was one of the backup.
Sarah. Was it Sarah? Sarah, who plays she's a cosplayer of Supergirl.
Yes, Supergirl, and she said it was one of the best moments. She's done Guardians of the Galaxy with James, and she said this was amazing. One of the
Oh
best
my
movies that
God,
she's worked
yeah,
with. She loves working with James Gunn, which I've never heard anybody talk negatively about working with James Gunn, which is amazing. And yeah, it's. I think we're in for a treat, especially with Will Reeve, and there's going to be Easter eggs. We've already kind of seen stuff on the set where they pay homage to the artists,
yeah,
which I love that because we only became Superman fans because of the comic books, right? So why not
yeah.
pay homage to those writers and the artists? So I'm excited to see that. Oh, I
Yeah.
started talking about the Superman movie. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's
I
fine.
just
It's fine.
No, no,
You can
it's
just
fine.
we can
You're
Google it.
fine
It's fine. You
because
don't have
no,
to. Yeah.
because this is all like important. Important. I truly believe, like you're talking about the Christopher Reeve Foundation, and
yeah.
I believe in the Christopher Reeve Foundation because Christopher Reeve to me was, I still believe this to this day, is inspired me to motivate myself to push myself even further, because
Yeah.
I have a disability. Not many
Oh,
people
okay.
know this, but I push myself every day to kind of get myself to where I want to be the next day and the day after that. So I never give up on myself.
Never
So
give up. No, no, you should never give up either.
No.
yeah, so
Um. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. The Flash production thing that you're doing. Do you want to talk a
Oh
bit
yes,
about
I
that as well?
joined in on a Flash fan film, which we're very excited for. They just did 2 weekends of filming, which, from what I heard, it went really well. I read the script. I can't say too much about the script, but it's a Flash film. If you love
No
the TV
sneak
show,
peeks. We need
Come,
something.
come on,
Give
oh,
me
you need
give us
just
something.
a little bit.
just a tiny
We're
bit.
putting
Just a,
pressure on him now.
Oh,
Stop.
expect. You know how there's the Bat family? Well, he's
yeah.
building out, and this writer is building out the Flash family, and there's many members that he will be introducing in this fan film. I'm excited. I just did I helped with marketing and promoting the Batman Beyond movie, which was a great fan film. If you haven't watched that
Oh,
one,
I
definitely
loved
check
it.
it out. You saw it.
Yeah, I loved it.
The director, writer, Michael, he's a good friend of mine, and he crushed that. And that was my first interaction with a fan film, and I loved just seeing how it came together. And I wanted to do more fan films. I can tease that there was a script I just read for another fan film that should be coming. And
Ooh.
if you love Teen Titans, you might like this one. But if you like The Young Justice, you might. So that's a little plug, and I'm going to be working with them on it. So there's lots of fan films coming out.
Well,
I
I would love to get you back on the channel to talk about that. And
Yeah,
the rest of
definitely,
the
and I
rest
You
would
of
love
the
to
you
bring
cast
a
are
writer
more than
on.
welcome to come on.
you've got me
Yeah, and I would
excited
love.
now. You've
Oh
got me
yeah,
excited. You've got
let
me
me tell you,
excited.
fan film, and you guys could correct, but I love fan films. Of course, it's great going to the movie theaters and seeing these big productions, but I love the
Yeah.
small production fan films because they work really hard to get where they are. They put in so much work, and seeing it come together without a huge budget or without a production company behind them is just amazing. I mean, the Batman film I'm watching, and they're doing these flips, and you're seeing the bat thing uh, being thrown, and I'm just like, how did you guys do this with a small budget? And it's talent and hard work. And
And they did what they pulled off. I could not believe because they kept that question mark of Bruce Wayne's voice,
oh
and
well, so I did a panel with them. We did it at Comic Con, and I can say this at this point because the
yeah,
director and writer did speak about it. He had actually, with fan films, you take chances. It's no
yeah,
harm of reaching out in a DM to somebody. Something could happen, and that voice was actually Kevin Conroy. Before he had passed away, he had agreed on joining the film. He wanted to back it. He was excited about it, but unfortunately, he did pass away. But they were able to incorporate his voice in that fan film, so that was pretty cool too. Um, to be able to
that's
get that experience. So there's the there's the mystery.
I cannot believe that.
Yeah,
I'm lost for words right now.
yeah, but I will say if they do create another one, they do have plans for Bruce Wayne and the Batman Beyond
Oh,
film.
that'd be
Oh,
very
that'd
interesting to
be
watch with
cool.
those. So, how, like, can you tell me how long it takes to prepare for all this? Do you reach out to people that like are actors or want to start acting, or
Yeah,
is
so when I joined this film, the amazing team had already casted everybody. They had already the script was done, everything was done, and then I joined on, and because I was just he gave me the script to read. I loved the script, and I was like, well, I would love to join in. And at that stage, they were trying to you have to raise money in order to put this together. So kind
yeah,
of what I did was when I joined, I was calling people. I was like, hey, do you wanna? Would you be able to donate to this? And I was the Peter Safran of trying to get the
yeah,
donation and all of
the
that
guy that gets the
stuff.
coffee.
Yeah, because I really wanted to see this team put this film together because it's gonna be. I'm telling you, I read the script, and I'll have to send you guys some behind the scene
Oh
photos, and
God,
it's
yes,
just
yes.
it's coming together beautifully. The suits were made to perfection. You would think it came out of the TV show. You'd think Grant Gustin wore it. It looks amazing. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's just amazing hearing this stuff, and what I know, like people who make fan films, I know it takes
Yeah,
a lot of hard work and effort. Can I
it
ask you
does.
one little question?
Yeah.
Have you thought of an idea for a score
Oh, for a score for the Flash film,
for the fan film? Yes.
for the fan film. I have not, but I do know that they are working on that. So I do
Okay.
know that they
Oh,
are. It is going to be something great. It's going to be music to your ears. You're going to want to sleep with it in your ears. it's a, but
well,
it's what else?
if it comes out the same day as David Superman, I may
I
have to run back and forth from
run
David.
back and
I
forth,
Should
right?
be
actually
should
need
be-
Flash.
should be like should be like Jesse Quick and running
Yeah.
back and forth.
David, I'll see you later on at 7 o'clock. It'll be fine. You'll still be there.
You could do a pre-party with the Flash and then go watch
Oh,
the Superman film.
yes, I know. Yeah, I'd
Hey.
be like, I've just seen the Flash. I'd be like thinking like the Flash films and the Superman.
Yeah.
So you went to the Warner Bros. Studio and saw
Yes.
James
Superman Day.
Gordon's cell. So take it away.
Yeah, let me tell you, Superman Day was wow. Like
It was amazing. It was an amazing day.
it was an amazing event, amazing day. You could tell the love that's coming back. I felt like for so many years as a Superman fan, and you guys could probably relate to this, Superman was gone. He wasn't never in we kept hearing about Marvel characters. We kept hearing about Batman constantly. And we're like, where the heck is our Superman? Why aren't we talking more about Superman? He's the iconic, the first hero. And I finally feel like we're back in the Christopher Reeve days. We're back in even when Henry Cavill first came out as Superman, and the excitement was overwhelming. Even the staff, not one staff member did not have a Superman shirt on. They all were. We would walk by them, and the staff would go like this with their chests and show the Superman symbol. Even Starbucks workers were wearing, the coffee shop people, the people that were driving us around were wearing it. You could tell they were putting everything to bring Superman back.
Jim Lee was there as well, wasn't he? Jim Lee.
Jim Lee was there signing autographs, and I had just walked over to go see Jim Lee, and as I'm walking over, all I hear is this screams and people crying, and I'm like, what the heck's going on over there? So I'm like running because I'm like, I gotta go find out what's Jim Lee doing over there. And James Gunn had just popped out from behind and surprised us all. He wasn't going to be there, but he surprised us, and he answered questions, was talking, taking photos with everybody. I think at one point I was screaming bloody murder as if I was in a scary movie because I was like, oh my God, it's James Gunn. And it was just, you had to be there to understand that feeling of just meeting them, but also seeing an amazing community of Superman fans.
Yeah.
And what was cool was we saw adults with their kids. So we saw the batons being handed down to their children, daughters and sons there, watching Christopher Reeve Superman movie for the first time, and then being introduced because we all got to see the actual suits that they're wearing in this Superman movie. They had them on display for us, and that was let me tell you, seeing it in person, I loved it already, but I love it even more.
Yeah.
Seeing the David Cornsett suit, and it's gonna be great. We're in for lots of treats.
So what do you think about the new Superman and Peacemaker as well? What do you think of them both?
Oh,
They're both
I
going to be
think that
amazing.
James Gunn is the best chef around town, and he cooked us a great meal. And the DCU is about to build out, and we're already seeing this connections between everything from Creature Commandos to Superman with Rick Flag, and then he's going to be in Peacemaker, and then we have our Hawk Girl who's going to be in Superman and Peacemaker. So I love seeing the universe coming together, but most importantly, I like that we're not getting. It's not an introduction to these characters.
Yes, it's just
We're
straight.
already
It's
it's
just going
straight
straight
in.
in.
We're
Yes.
already into the universe. We don't need, a Superman
Origin.
pre-story of how he grew up because we've seen it 100 times, right?
Yeah,
We've,
yeah.
whether
It was
be
the
Tyler,
same with Matt Reeves' Batman as well. We didn't get
yeah,
the iconic story as well,
right,
and I was like, "Hold on a minute here, Mike. This is new. This is new. I'm gonna
yeah,
take it in. This
Yeah.
is new. I'm loving this Matt Reeves Batman."
So
oh
I was
yeah,
gonna mention this to you. I actually got two things. First is the Superman case,
I
and I got the
love this phone case.
and the
Well,
wallpaper for my phone. And
yeah,
I gotta say, as a Superman fan, I like the idea of we're just jumping straight into it, and we're not going through the origin story again. We have just had that before, and
yeah.
I gotta say, as a Superman fan myself, I wish
Mhm.
there was a Superman video game to go with it. I
Oh,
really
me
was.
too.
If the game,
Yes, and,
if there's a game, it'd be.
and I mean, I'm
Won't
hearing that
see him
there might
anymore
be one
anyway.
coming out eventually, but that'd be really cool for one to come out. I feel like we've never really had a Superman game, and we need one. I need Batman to take a step aside and let Superman come and take over a little bit.
Yeah,
We
like
were
just brush him
close to
aside.
a Wonder
Brush him.
Woman game. We were
No,
closer to that game, the Wonder
yeah,
Yeah,
Woman game.
yes,
We got
but
close enough.
Batman needs to be brushed aside. Hey,
Yeah.
Bats,
yes,
take
take a step
go on a
back.
beach. Go on the beach,
Yes,
On the
going to
Batman.
beach.
be
Batman
go,
doesn't do daytime.
yeah. Well, we're gonna need him to start doing daytime so we can take
No,
over.
no, no.
But no, yeah.
Matt Reeves' Batman, it's incredible. I want him coming out like a vampire.
I mean, even that's going to be exciting when we do get Batman because we're not just getting Batman, we're getting his family, Nightwing,
Yeah.
Red
Yes.
Hood. I want to see a Red Hood movie, how we get to Red Hood.
We're getting a Batman Beyond Bold. Is it Beyond Bold?
Batman Bold and Great. Yeah,
Brave and the Bold. The Brave
The
and the
Brave
Bold.
and the Bold.
sorry.
Sorry, Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
Which is going to be great. Highly recommend reading that book. Great book.
Peacemaker? Peacemaker? What do you think of
Peacemaker is Peacemaker. That was a great trailer or teaser trailer. I loved the first season. I thought it was fun. I think we're gonna find out how Peacemaker is gonna get tied into, and I think we saw it at the end of that teaser where he opens the door and Peacemaker's behind him, and he's like. So I think there's gonna be a little.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that part of the trailer.
I did, yeah.
And funnily enough, I'm going to mention this, is that John Cena actually does follow me on social media. So I'm going to put this out there.
Does he? Yeah, I love John Cena.
I love John Cena, yeah. So
Yeah.
We need to get him on the channel. We need to get him on here.
yeah, get John Cena.
That would be
John
interesting.
Cena.
You can do that. I can't do that. You'll have to do it because there's no way I can do it.
And let me tell you what's the most exciting thing to watch. Like you just said, John Cena follows you and this and that. Is James Gunn, John Cena, these actors, because I've talked to like Faria, who's playing engineer. She's very nice. I've talked to
Maria.
Maria, yeah.
Oh my god, I would love to interview her. I would love to interview the DC women, the ladies on here.
The ladies,
that is my
let
dream.
me tell you, they're amazing.
Right now.
They are amazing. And Faria is just.
Oh, she's so cute.
I reached out to her because she's one person who actually did inspire me with my fitness journey and all of that, because I was watching her fitness journey, and she was just so lovely back to me, just talking. Michaela, I've talked to, she's beyond sweet and amazing. She's playing Cat Grant, and Ron Troop, Christopher, I've talked to him. And what I love is that they're including the fans in this family. It's not just, okay, we're actors, we're going to stand over here and then let the fans do whatever they do on the side. They're actually socializing with us. And I love what James Gunn's doing on social media,
Yeah.
where he talks to us,
He's bringing the community
bring us,
back where it
yeah.
needs to be.
And the excitement. I would have never probably met you guys or a lot of people that I've become friends with on social media because of James Gunn, because he's bringing us all together. Yeah. And I love that he's doing that. I've met so many amazing people that now I include as like family. You guys will be family. I don't have friends, I have family. And, it's just amazing to see. I've also never heard one actor or anybody on the production team talk negatively about James Gunn.
No,
And
I've been watching the interviews.
exciting.
I need to watch there's another interview with
Yeah.
Anthony and Sarah.
Yeah.
I need to watch that later on. They've done
Definitely
an
watch
interview as well, yeah.
Yeah, because Anthony talks about how serious he took this role.
Yeah.
And I think that's everybody in this film. He hired actors that were nerds. And I was like, freak yeah, we got
including
nerds.
David as well. Including little David as
well. Rachel too. She's a big Pokemon Go person.
Oh yes, she loves Pokemon. I forgot about that.
She loves Pokemon Go. She reads the books. She went to the Pokemon Festival over here. And when you hear her talk, whether it's on the red carpet or in an interview, she sounds like Lois Lane. I was like, oh my God, she's literally Lois Lane. What's going on?
She's so beautiful.
I'm actually speechless that you just mentioned. I'm just speechless right now because you just mentioned Lois Lane likes Pokemon. And I'm just like, and we got Superman like Star Wars. Like, what world do we get that?
Yeah.
What world do we get?
We need it. We need the nerds.
And I think that's what, of course, we're going to keep the positivity, but I think that's what was upsetting me about Marvel a little bit down the line as it was going, was I felt like we were losing that excitement from the actors, the excitement from the directors, where Thor Love and Thunder comes out and the director was like, I just did the movie, I don't know anything about Thor, I just needed work. And I was like, oh, but there was somebody else out there who loves Thor. And I hope James Gunn keeps this energy where it's, I'm hiring fans, I'm hiring people that enjoy doing this and want to bring positivity to this. And it starts with the leaders, and we're already seeing it. Peter Safran is amazing as well. I know that we always say James, but Peter's always there too in the background. His wife is amazing. She's messaged me before, Natalie. She's the nicest person. We really have an amazing team at the DC. We're very blessed. Very blessed.
Should get a job there. Sure. I mean, that would be amazing.
Oh, let me tell you. I DM'd James Gunn. I said, I will make you coffee. I will make tea. I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll just bring his laptop with the Superman trailer on it, and
then
you just go send.
Yes.
I've been watching James Gunn for a long time. Like, I've watched his Dawn of the Dead with Zack Snyder.
Yes.
That movie, I gotta say, is a brilliant movie, well written by James Gunn. I also gotta say,
that was two friends working on a film too. So let's give Zach and James are friends, people. Let's remember that.
Yes, please.
I know a lot of people say it, but me personally, I like James Gunn's work when he puts the effort into these characters and takes the time to get you guys invested into it. And
look what James Gunn did, where he's taken Peacemaker. We've never even heard, or the Guardians of the Galaxy. We've never heard of them before James Gunn.
This is what I love about James as well, that he's bringing other characters to the light as well. Like you said, like Maria, Sarah, Isabel as well. We're Carter as well. We're getting so many different characters. Which deserve the time on the movie screen. Like we're getting Lanterns as well, John Stewart as well. We're getting him as a TV show. We're getting Waller as well. Hopefully we get her. We're getting Clayface. We're getting Supergirl as well, which is amazing as well. That's just wrapped up filming as well.
Lobo, yes.
Lobo as well.
And I think that's there's also that message that I like behind him taking these characters that are unknown, that were pushed to the side, and showing light and how cool they are to society. And it's telling people, like, look, there's this vigilante character. You knew nothing about him, but we're going to make him the most popular character around. You can be the most popular character of your life as well. And there is I look deep, maybe I look too deep into things, but that's also a beautiful message to society, saying it doesn't matter if you're Superman or Cat Grant, you're going to be equals and you're going to be treated the same. We're going to give you, both of your characters, the love that and attention you need. So that's also cool.
Yeah, that's for sure. But also there's one thing that you forgot to mention, that dynamic duo film we're getting, which is the Red Hood and Nightwing film.
Oh yes, the animated one, right? Dynamic duo.
Yeah, the puppeteer live action mixed together. Yeah.
That'll be cool.
That'd be awesome. Really cool. Yeah.
From what I heard, because I know that they showed some stuff at CinemaCon, is that it's giving vibes of like the Spideyverse, that film kind of thing, where it's bringing that excitement. So I'm excited to see what happens with that.
So I have another question for you. Have you ever been to Comic-Con?
Oh, I love Comic-Cons. I've gone to New York Comic-Con.
You've met Jake and you've met the other Jake, because I think you've met two Jakes. There's two Jakes.
Jake the nice guy and Jake Foggy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's two of them. Jake 1 and Jake 2, yeah.
Jake 1 and Jake 2, yeah.
Yeah, Jake 1 and Jake 2. I've got both of them waiting for an interview, and obviously
we make the three J's. But yeah, they're amazing. Comic-Con is amazing. If you've never gone to a Comic-Con, I suggest get to a Comic-Con now. You should have gone yesterday, because just seeing the community, there's not one person. You can go up to this cool cosplayer that has thousands and thousands of followers, and he'll still take time out of the day to talk to you. There's not one person that thinks that they're better than you. I've never interacted with someone like that. There's kids, there's adults, there's grandpas, there's grandma, there's just like everybody there having the best time of their lives, spending a lot of money.
And a lot of money.
Being around, it's just such a positive community. And I love that I'm part of this community, because you get the athletes, that there's the really good athletes, the not so good athletes, and the athletes, they kind of taunt each other. But with the comic world, the nerd world, I feel like we're all the same. We all have the same drive and the same passions. And just Jake and Jake, I met them at a Comic-Con, and they're amazing human beings. Jake Fogg he's helping me because I want to do cosplay for when the Superman comes out, and he's helping me put the costume together and all of that.
Go for it.
Yeah, right. I gotta go for it. And that's the cool part. It doesn't matter what you look like or how you look. If you want to do cosplay, you can do cosplay. For years, I was always nervous to do it, because I've always been a bigger guy, and I'm like, I can't do Superman cosplay. And Jake's like, who gives a shit? Go do it. Nobody cares.
Yeah, just do it. Go forward.
People will still come up to take a picture. And that's one thing I've learned from cosplayers is they're representing something for these little children. You'll see these little children running up. Oh my God, it's Batman, it's Superman. I want to take a picture with them. And it just brings this excitement that I feel other things don't. And maybe I'm just biased because I'm a nerd, but I could go on and on about Comic-Con.
No, trust me, I get it. Support. Do you have any support?
Have you guys gone?
Have I been to a Comic-Con? I've been to a convention, but I've never been to a Comic-Con. I've been to a gaming convention.
Ooh.
Which is similar.
Yeah.
But it's nothing compared to Comic-Con. I know that Comic-Con is one of the most exhilarating moments in the history of comics. I know that everyone goes there. I know that it's the most positive thing that comes out of it is people meeting each other and networking with each other. And that is something I would love to do in the future, is for me to go to a Comic-Con and for me to experience that and to spend a day or spend 2 days there, just to go there, get tickets, bring my Superman t-shirt. I've got the Superman merch from the Superman movie, get all of that, take that with me, and network with as many people.
Well, Wales does a Comic-Con, right? Or London?
Manchester,
Oh,
Liverpool,
Manchester.
and there is one in Manchester which I probably will be going to. I did want to go to the Liverpool one, but Nicholas Holt was supposed to go, but
Oh yes, but he's not going anymore, right?
he's not got. Someone said November that he's
Oh,
supposed to.
November. Yeah. He's got. Yeah.
So I'll be definitely going to that, and I want him to sign my Funko as well.
She's
Definitely.
got
Yes.
By the way, Siobhan's got Funkos, and when she told me this, I'm getting Funkos. I'm just like, poor
I've
wallet.
still not opened it. I'm going to do an unboxing.
Oh, you should do a reveal and unboxing.
Yes, it's in my little box over there. I don't know why.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna have to start working the streets because I can't afford all of these Funkos and the shirts and all of this stuff.
I am gonna be broke. Someone turned around and said it on X that I'm gonna be broke the time this film comes out.
Literally. Because I know I'm gonna have to buy the popcorn buckets. And what do you guys think the popcorn bucket's gonna be? Crypto or
Fortress of Solitude?
Fortress.
I think it's going to be because we're not we did it for the Wicked, and they've only just started doing it again over here because like in the UK we only get so many. We don't get I've seen it everywhere in America, and I think somewhere else.
Like the Dune bucket. Did you guys get the Dune bucket?
No, it didn't come over here.
I get so upset about this because even with Superman and Lois, I remember Luke Bugs telling me that you guys didn't even get it while we were watching, and I'm like, why don't they just do it for everybody? And I think I even messaged
important. It's to get it into the country. I think it's a bit of a tricky thing, but with things that are like I don't know.
I mean, well, if you ever see anything that happens in America, I'll mail it to you guys.
Oh God, yeah. I want like 300, please. I'm a joke.
$300.
Yeah. We want the goodie bags. We don't want the goodie bags.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's going to Italy on the 9th.
Yes, Italy.
I will before I'm gonna make sure that I get there on time on the 9th.
Oh yeah. Italy, I think Japan is going on the 9th. There's a bunch of countries that are doing it on the 9th. I'm debating if I should just go to see my family in Greece and then just take a flight to Italy so I can see it early.
Oh God, yeah! Don't tell us anything.
Yeah. I mean, anything just to go and see James Gunn Superman, which is I applaud
like 2 days or 3 days early, then it does come over to the UK or the US.
Yeah, right. I do want to come to the UK for some stuff because I do see the premiere events look very fun in the UK. I always see those.
Yeah.
It's London. You'll be going to London for that.
You'll be going to London.
Where I'm from, we don't really have it over here. It's mainly London that has.
London
attraction is though. London is the but have you witched about you though in London though? Like be careful.
In London, it's Leicester Square. It's the most busiest, packed out premiere that you'll go to. No matter what the premiere, no matter whether it's Superman, Man of Steel, BVS, Justice League, whatever it is, it'll still be jam packed. They'll go really, really big. They did that with Harry Potter for crying out loud. The same thing.
Yes. They have a big Water Brothers Harry Potter thing where you can go and explore the Harry Potter. Is it behind the scenes or something? It's behind
the scenes of Harry Potter. Yes.
Behind the scenes, yeah.
I just want to go. I just want to meet the Harry Potter cast, so I could just say, "Not you, Hermione. It's Harry Potter." I love Harry Potter is one of my favorite franchises.
Oh, he's a big. Oh, I love Harry Potter, but you're big.
Yeah, I'm a big Harry Potter fan.
Okay. So you have when you come to California, we have like the Harry Potter rides and everything. It's like you're riding a broom.
Yeah. So like, you better get a loan out from the bank or something like. You need to go get a mortgage or something because if you go over there, you're gonna.
I'll be phoning up the bank and say, "Can I have a loan, please? Could I go to America?
I have a mortgage here."
You could get your own wand too, customized.
Oh, like
the bill's adding up here.
I just recently played Hogwarts Legacy, and so it's.
Are you a Slytherin or what are you?
Gryffindor.
Oh, you're Gryffindor.
I'm a Gryffindor.
Oh, yeah. All right, good. We got Gryffindor's crew over here.
But like I said, we got so much nerd stuff that we're talking about in here. We're still enjoying the conversation, which is so cool. And I think this is what the public needs right now. right?
Yes,
Is
agreed. The world needs it. The world
the
needs
world
Superman. The world
hope?
needs this talk and hope
Yeah.
and just love and passion, and definitely in America we need that, and
Oh yeah.
we just need just to be able to have fun going to the
Yeah.
movie theaters. I was just telling my friend, because I'm seeing how Superman is being advertised. They're doing it at like McDonald's, and you know,
Oh, I wish
they're
we had
you
that.
remember back in the day when they used to,
Yes.
you would see Twilight everywhere on the billboards, on the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
buildings, and you see them at the Target or Walmart or the stores, the grocery stores. You always saw an image of it. And I felt like we lost that. And I'm happy to see that we're getting that in Superman, where you're going to see anywhere you walk, it's going to be like Barbie. You see pink everywhere.
Oh, the
You're going to see
marketing for
Superman.
Superman's going to go off
It,
soon.
it's gonna,
Throw
it's
him in
gonna,
there though, wouldn't it?
it's gone
Yeah,
off the
what
chain
next week?
already. It's gone off the chains already. There's a slush
Yeah,
thing. There's a slush thing I saw online.
yes. It's
Oh
called
yeah.
the Dairy Queen. I don't know if you guys have
Is
those,
it
but
ice cream? It's ice cream or frozen
so
yogurt.
Dairy Queen, it's like a McDonald's kind of thing, but they do milkshakes and a lot of ice cream, and the cup is Superman, and the
Yeah.
French fry holders are Superman and everything. Yeah,
Oh, that's amazing. Why don't we have? We don't have that over here. We have
We don't get that over
zero.
here.
We don't
no,
have it over here. So I don't
we
really
have a
get.
lot of this fast food places
We need
in
to come
America.
over there. You stay there and we'll
Yeah,
meet
we'll
you. You
come.
don't
We'll
need
come
to
and
Yes,
meet
come
come
you
on
there.
over and eat, and I'll have it ready for you. I have the food ready.
Oh, that'd be
It would be
amazing.
like I cooked the meal for you guys.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be
um,
nice.
but
So
no, it's
your love for Superman
yeah,
as David is the new Superman
yeah.
for James is. So can you tell me about how you became in love with Superman? What did you read the comics? Did you go to? I'm guessing you did because you've been to
Yeah.
Comic Con conventions and stuff like that. So your first love of
Interaction.
Superman
Yeah, my
interaction.
first interaction with Superman, it was probably the animated series. I remember coming home
Oh,
from school in elementary school, and every Saturday in America, it would be Superman animated. Then you had the Batman animated. You had Power Rangers. It was all on Saturdays because
oh,
you went to school during the week, and I just fell in love. And then I was on YouTube, and I'm watching Superman constantly, and I fell in love with how they portrayed him. But then I watched Smallville and saw a different
Yeah.
side of
yeah.
Clark Kent and all of that, and it was Tom Welling that really made me fall in love with the idea of Superman. And growing up, I always had troubles reading, and but I could always read a comic book. I could always look at a comic, and it was always Superman that I was reading, watching, or I just appreciated what he represented.
Yeah.
Growing up, and I'm sure many people have this experience as well. You feel like you don't fit in sometimes. You feel different, and yeah, Superman is powerful, very powerful, but he was different. He was, he was Clark Kent, but Superman at the same time. And Clark Kent, I felt like I related to more. And in Smallville, we got more of that Clark Kent. But even Superman, and you want to aspire to be what he was, which was nice, kind. You get the good things when you are good, and even though I think it's most important that people know, because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, how can David Cornsett Superman get hurt so badly? And how could Superman be hurt? He's invincible." Nobody's invincible. And you learn that from Superman and Wonder Woman. You have these godlike figures that have weaknesses, like all of us. We all have our own weaknesses, whether it be a box of donuts on my on my desk that I'm like, oh, do I
I'm
eat
with
it?
you
Do I
on
not
that.
eat it?
I am definitely there's a weakness there with
Right?
what
We all
all.
have weaknesses,
My
and you
my
see
weakness is chocolate.
Oh God,
oh,
yeah.
don't get me started. Chocolate with peanut butter, I'm done. I can't. Don't tell my finger.
That's kind of a new thing for me. I've never heard of chocolate and peanut butter. Well,
Oh, it's the best thing around. Um, but that's what I really loved, is that I could relate to Superman. Is that he was different. He was somebody who thought he was. Everybody thought he was perfect, but he had weaknesses. He had whether it would be kryptonite magic or something happening to Lois Lane. There was always just something. And that's really how I fell in love with Superman, with Smallville.
Oh,
That's pretty cool. I have a similar thing to you. Like I grew up with Superman the animated series, Power
Yeah,
Rangers, Batman, all of that stuff as the 90s, and then Smallville in
yeah.
the 2000s was on
Yes,
TV for us.
best
So
era.
I used to record it, and I used
Love
to
it.
put on the old, you know, those old VHS tapes that we used to get.
Oh, the VHSs. Yes, I miss those.
I used to do that. I used to put on
Oh,
a
yeah.
VHS tape and just watch every season,
Yeah.
like whatever episodes, put on a full cassette tapes,
Oh, yeah.
and then one after the other, do that,
One
binge
after.
watch it.
Oh, I could watch that series over and over again. um, but yeah, even the animated Justice League, loved it. Growing up,
Yes.
I always told my family, I think my parents were scared for a second because they would always ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I was like, I want to be the first plus size Power Ranger. I want to be the first plus size superhero. And they're like, no, no, no. What about a doctor or a teacher or something? Like, no, no, no. I'm going to be a Power Ranger. So I've always had that love for superheroes and Rangers and all of that.
Like,
Yeah. So,
like it's
so go on.
crazy. It's just
My,
crazy.
my
to think.
brothers didn't like it because they would want to watch WWE or their own TV because they were older, and I'd be like, "No, we're watching Power Rangers. We're watching this. I'm so sorry. Go upstairs. Get away from me."
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
So, the comic book community, we want
Yeah.
to talk a bit about that as well. So,
Yeah.
do you go to a comic book store or do you prefer it online? I personally prefer going into the comic book shop as well. I know they had a free comic book day. Did you pick up your free comic book from the shop?
Oh, yes, of course. I have one. I purposely picked my apartment so it was walking distance to a comic store, so I could just walk right over 2 blocks, get to the
Mhm.
comic book store, and do that. But with comic book stores, I love getting a book that's complete. For the editions every week that come out, for each issue, I do like reading it on like my phone or my iPad. But once the full book comes out of what like this Wonder Woman book, oh, I can't wait to get it. Tom King and they did amazing. So I can't wait to get that full book. I love going to comic stores to get statues and Funko Pops and all of that. But for issues, I like reading it on my iPad because I also like screenshotting the artwork that I really like and putting
Okay.
it in
Yeah.
frames because there's so
It's just
much.
that I'm not really a big fan of it online. I just prefer
Okay.
because of the high street over here in the UK is
Yeah.
pretty much drying out. I know in the US it's pretty big, so I think it's kind of nice that you get the both. But because I work in the high street as well. I work in retail.
Okay.
The high street over here is going. It's literally crumbling. It's just like because we're in the cost of living crisis right now. I don't know if you've heard about that, but over in the
Yeah.
UK, we're trying to every business now is trying to hang on to every shop, and I personally just like going to a comic book shop every Friday. Well, I tried to go every Friday to pick a few comics up and see who's interested in what. It's nice to have the actual physical thing in your hand instead of on a screen because sometimes we're always on the screen
Yeah.
anyway throughout the week, and it's nice to have that break and to talk to people as well throughout the comic
Yeah. Definitely
world.
talk to people that you can relate to.
Yeah.
And I made so many friends at a comic book store because we just talk about comics. And I think mainly for me when I'm reading, I do love getting, of course, the hard copy in my hands, but I love art so much that
Yeah.
it's easier for me on an iPad to be able to, save that image to put it in a picture frame and put it on the wall.
Yeah.
I feel bad for my future spouse because there's going to be Superman everywhere. There's going to be toys everywhere. There's going to be
I've
not
literally
enough,
got it all
not enough
here.
room for them in my
You can
house, so they're going
see,
to have to get out.
so and half the wall is David Cornsweat on my wall right now. So if a man comes
Oh,
into this
love
room,
that.
I'll have to take that down.
Isn't he a hunk? He's a good-looking fella, isn't he?
Yeah, I'll just say
Great
I work with him. He's just a friend that I know.
Oh,
Sis,
your friend.
I got a question for you, right?
Yeah.
Favorite artist and writer for Superman book?
Ooh, for Superman book. Well, I have to go. Oh, this is hard
It's a
because I have so
hard
many
one.
favorites. I have so many favorites. I can't believe you're doing this to me.
Pressure's on, pressure's there.
Pressure.
There's no pressure.
Of course.
No pressure.
No pressure, sorry.
Of course, Jim Lee is one of my favorites. But right now for Superman as of today, Jorge Jimenez. He
Oh, okay.
I love his artwork specifically for Superman. I love how he makes it. I don't know if you've also noticed Jorge Jimenez, even with his Batman, you'll look at it and you're like, wait, is this Jorge? It looks exactly like him. Did he draw himself? Is he trying to cast himself as Nightwing, or what's he doing? But he's one of my favorites right now, Jorge. And he's also making nerds look good. And I'm like, yeah, we can look like, I have abs too, like Jorge. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I met Jorge at New York Comic Con, and he's so nice. Oh, it was him at a table, and the line was out the door. He had like the longest line, but we were all waiting in line, and he took the time to talk to each one of us. And that's what I love about the comic book artists and writers. They're like, yeah, let's talk. I don't care. I'm not gonna, there's some actors you meet that they're like, I don't want to. I'm not giving you a time of day. But I've never met one writer, Mitch Gerald. I don't know if you know him. Amazing guy, amazing human being. He's currently writing the Peacemaker books, or not writing. He's the artist on the Peacemaker and Vigilante. Highly suggest checking those out if it's over by you guys. But my favorite writer, that's
a tough question. No pressure on you. It doesn't.
Grant Morrison. Honestly, I've loved everybody's take on Superman. I don't think I have a favorite because I love them all. I hate giving you that answer, but I really do.
No, it's
I think
fine.
Superman's been blessed with amazing actors, writers, creators, and everything. I don't think we've ever gotten a bad one, but I mean,
we haven't.
Tom. Oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank on
Tom Taylor?
King? Tom Taylor.
Yes.
He's my most recent favorite writer that he worked on Superman. He did a great job, and he pushed the limits. He pushed himself to put something out there that a lot of people might have not agreed, but he was like, I'm still going to do it for the fans, and he did it, and he crushed it, and I love it.
Yes. What's your take on the Absolute Universe? Absolute Superman?
I enjoy the Batman one. I think it fits more for Batman. Okay. I like the artwork. The stories are okay. I'm not a huge fan of the Wonder Woman version. Superman, I'm trying to get into it. But it's not the worst thing around. It is pretty good still. I'm just in love with, I think what's bad for, well, not bad, but I'm enjoying so much Tom King's Wonder Woman that it was hard for me to go from that to then reading this new Wonder Woman series for that. I don't know if have you read the Tom King Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I've read the Tom King Wonder Woman.
I've heard it, I've seen it around. I've seen it. I
definitely check it out. Let me tell you, it even just the artwork. Wow, Daniel Sempre is doing an amazing job. Love it. Yeah,
that's for sure. I appreciate you giving me an honest and straightforward answer because not many people do.
Yeah. So I think that theme and that goes perfectly with Batman. It's just hard for me to see Superman in that way, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I get you.
Yeah. So you were talking about your gym journey and you were getting advice from the cast as well. Can you talk a bit about that as well? Because I do watch the girls on Instagram and I do follow their workouts.
Love the girls. Love seeing how strong those girls are, and I want to see a fist. What do you call it? An arm wrestle between David and Faria right now, the engineer. Yes. I think that could take him on any day. But when the Superman, I think for many years, I've always been a bigger person. I've always been, and I think that's why I always looked up to Superman and would hope to one day look like him, but accepted that I would not probably look like him ever. But I was one day just home and James Gunn was announced, and then James Gunn announced Superman, and they were talking about David coming into needing to work out and everything. And I was like, you know what? I think it's time. I was eating my cheese puffs because I love cheese puffs. And I was like, you know what? Now is my time to get fit. I wanted to always look like Superman. I want to feel comfortable in a Superman suit for the movie. That I'm gonna, start doing something about it. I also wanted to, change my health and all of that. But for so many years, I always did diets. I always did, whether it be Weight Watch, just some kind of diet. But then I realized it's just a lifestyle change. You just are changing your life. And seeing all of these actors, even Rachel Brosnahan is in the gym, and
Yes,
she
the
always says, "I
girlies.
can't
That's what I love
motivate the
about
girlies,"
them. Like they're all
and
in the gym and
yeah,
taking
they're
selfies and
all
just like,
together. And I was always nervous to go to the gym because I always thought, the muscle heads and this and that,
yeah.
and
You always get
look at
someone that's bigger.
yeah. But let me tell you, I've been going to the gym ever since I started 2 years ago, and they're all so nice. It was like the comic world. I was like, wow, you guys are really good people too. You're not just juice heads and this and that. You guys aren't like Lex Luthor up in the gym and
Yeah.
rude. And I've even built a community, friendship with so many people in that community of the fitness world, and I just love it. And I'm excited to put on the suit eventually. But I wanted to do it finally for myself and to put on the suit. So
We'll have to see
I
it.
may be having a fan watch party for Superman at a theater and revealing myself in the suit in July. So yes, stay tuned for that.
Ooh.
So we've got we've got your Superman review suit, and we've got David Cornsworth's film and the Flash as well. I'm
Yeah.
literally booked up
Well,
here. I'm literally so booked.
Because
She's lost for words right now.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, oh my god.
I love. I've come to love social media, and there's so many people, amazing people that I've met, whether it's from Ghana or other countries, and I want us all to be able to come together and enjoy this film at the same time. So I want to watch with people who love Superman. I already told my friends that don't like comics, I'm not going with you my first time because you're not going to enjoy it as much as I'm going to enjoy it. So I'm going to go with people that I know are going to love it, that I know are going to who crypto is and who these robots are. And so I'm excited to watch with fans, with Superman fans all together.
That's such a cool and positive thing
Yeah.
to say, because I know there's not for me, for instance, I don't have like nerd friends locally, and
Right.
it's very difficult for me to say, oh, would you want to come to see Superman with me? And it's like, no, I don't want
But
to.
let me tell you, for so long I was nervous. Well, not nervous. I never wanted to go to a movie by myself, and then I went to
do that.
I went to one movie by myself, and I will never go with somebody else again.
Yes.
I love just going by myself,
Yes.
being able to enjoy, not having someone next to me talking or anything.
Yes.
And
I love going.
I highly recommend anybody listening.
Yes.
If you
Anyone
have
out there, go to the
go.
movie
You don't
theaters. Like,
need
it's
somebody to
amazing.
go. Yeah, and I think in a couple of weeks I'm going to start walking the streets of Los Angeles and handing out the poster for Superman. Hey, you should watch Superman. Hey, you should. I'm going to be one of those people.
Suit. Wear your Superman
I
suit.
should be wearing my Superman suit that's being fixed right now. Yes.
That'll be amazing.
That'll be awesome.
That'll be incredible. Someone's just there filming Superman, handing out flyers. Oh, he ends up on the news of like, oh, this is
Superman fan handing out posters.
Superman fan gets arrested for promoting Superman too much. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. No. But that's Jonathan. I'm sure he turned around and said that to us a couple of weeks ago. Well, we're all getting done now for encouraging him. Which is
we're just, I don't know, we're just you want a little bit, yeah.
So I just want to say thank you for coming on to the channel with me and Teladia as well. Teladia, is there anything you want to ask Jonathan before we kind of wrap up this?
Yeah, all I gotta say is thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. Firstly, Siobhan, and also thank you to Jonathan for letting me ask you questions. I know that are very deep and meaningful to you, because I know that you're a Superman fan. I know you're huge into these things. So I want to say thank you ever so much. And thank you for the inspiration that you lead towards others. And you set an example for people. So I want to thank you for that as well.
Thank you for those kind things. Thank you for saying that, because that's what I strive there's just so much negativity that I hope I can just bring some sort of positivity out there, and I try to gear my content to positivity, and that's what Superman would want. Every time I see something negative and they say they're a Superman fan, I'm like, are you a Superman fan? Do you know what he represents? Because that's not what he would do. So I appreciate you saying that, because that is what the message I want to give out. And Siobhan, I want to say for you, I told you even before we hopped onto this, one, thank you for having me, and I'm happy you're doing this. I'm happy you're going on this journey with your friend, and you guys are doing this together, because both of you are going to inspire a lot of people, and you're not going to know that you do it until they message you and you're like, oh God, this is why I did it. Yes, you're doing it because you love the stuff you're doing, but you're going to touch somebody. You're going to make them feel empowered. And I'm excited for you guys to go through that together, separately. And yeah, and Siobhan, there's such a stigma with little girls where they don't think that they fit into the nerd community, and they don't think it's cool. And seeing someone like you on a platform like this is going to inspire a lot of young girls. So I'm excited to watch both of your journeys.
That's the aim that I want to do, because I really want to get as many people onto this channel with a voice as well. Whether if you're an artist, cosplay, or just a DC Marvel fan, or you just want to say hi, and you've been to comic book conventions, and you're influencing like yourself, like you're the Daily Krypton, obviously you're the massive Superman fan. You're like Luke Geek is still in the US.
Yeah, the US version of the Geek of Steel.
But yeah, I want to get as many conversations on it, because for me in Teladia, we can learn from other people as well. We go through so many, like in the UK, we're going through so much right now, and broadcasting on other channels and people from other countries, we're learning about the culture, about everything. I want to bring so much to DC, which has never been done before. And I'm just happy that you were the first person to come onto this channel.
Of course, and I'm happy that I was, and I'm honored, and that, the US, and I always say this to people, we're going through stuff right now too. I'm sure you see news and stuff like that, but I would rather 100 videos posted about this versus reading stupid news articles about what's going in. Yeah. I would rather be laying down in my bed scrolling and watching you guys talk versus an orange man talking, or, I would just rather this. And it's going to bring a lot of positivity to people, to the community, to the Superman movie, which I hope you're both watching. The Superman movie.
Oh yeah, but we want
those tickets. We want the tickets now. We're gonna go to Japan and just now.
I'm going in. I'm going
on the 9th of July to Italy, so I don't really care.
No, I'm one upping you, Siobhan. I'm gonna be doing night one.
Wait, in the UK is it 1 o'clock? I mean, on the 9th, or what time? What day?
Midnight. It might be midnight, really.
The 11th over here.
The 11th.
It's going to be the 11th for the UK?
Yeah, 11th at midnight, I think.
I'm happy that they won the court case for you guys.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I was nervous. I was like, oh my God. But I heard they do that every time for every movie.
I know. This is the thing. I'm sure I heard this with Man of Steel. I heard this with Man of Steel as well. So I was like,
Siobhan was so worried about it. She was like, messaging me that.
Oh no, I was like, hold on a minute here. I'll just fly out to the US anyway. So
she was worried.
You're planning your trip to Italy. You're planning your trip to the US.
I'm planning my trip everywhere if I get this passport sorted.
I've already made plans for when the Superman movie comes out. I'm doing it 2 times on night one. At least once.
Oh, I love that. You're a big gamer?
Yeah, he's the gamer.
I'm the gamer guy. I'm a gamer guy. So I literally
You're the gamer guy. Okay, so then once that Superman game comes out, we're gonna be watching you live playing, right?
And we won't see him on the channel, so just if I'm doing it solo, he's abandoned me for a game.
I mean, I've got my own YouTube page, and I have a multitude of different people. I've had Luke on my channel, as Siobhan has mentioned.
Luke, right. Have you guys ever had Aspire Kryptonian? She's great too. Love her. Taz, have you seen her?
Oh. Siobhan, go
I
on.
am
Take
getting
it
her
away.
on the
Check her.
channel.
She's
I
great.
am trying.
Yeah,
She's kind of busy with San Diego. She is going
she's
to
very.
San Diego,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure when that interview is. But
Talk about
do
a Superman
subscribe
fan
to the
calling
channel.
her kid
Do
out.
subscribe to the channel for that interview as well, because that'll be
Yeah.
briefly coming up as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But talk about a Superman fan when your kid's name is Cal too, right? I love that.
Yes.
Her
Amazing.
daughter, her son.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's just
But yeah, thank
crazy.
you guys so much for having me, and always here to
So,
support. I'll be watching.
Jonathan, is there anything that you want to ask me or Tedalia before you fly off
Well,
and head off
oh
to
yeah,
Superman
before I
duties?
look up and fly out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look
Look up and see.
Well, you guys asked me. I want to know, how did you guys fall in love with Superman? I know you watched the animated series, but
Yeah.
Siobhan, how did you fall in love with?
I'm in my 30s, but I grew up with Christopher Reeve as my
Yes.
first Superman, which I'm so honored. And I remember watching it on the TV. I remember it was because my mom is into the whole Linda Wonder Woman, the old Wonder Woman. I
Oh
love
yeah,
Gal,
yeah.
Linda as well. I love them both. I couldn't pick, but I love Gal.
Yeah.
Just pointing out that I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman because
Yeah.
in the UK we didn't really have much superheroes growing up. I think it was Batman and Batgirl as well with Robin, with George Clooney was my first
Oh
Batman
yes.
as well.
I'm
So
sorry. No, I'm just
no,
joking.
it's okay. Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
kind of it's kind the DC stuff over here in the UK is a
Yeah.
bit lower than the US, but it's starting to
Okay.
get like that, which is kind of good. But
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve was my Superman, but like we don't have it as big in the US than we do
You
over
mean
here. So it was kind of like low key. I just like Batman, Superman, and then Wonder Woman was introduced fairly new to me.
Trinity, yes.
The Gal Gadot. She's absolutely fantastic. I love
Yeah.
her bits. But yeah, I remember watching Christopher Reeve's documentary, and I was just like, he's so. I see a lot of David in him. I see a lot of David Cornsweat in him,
Yeah.
and I'm so honored that he was my first Superman, and it was so tragic what he went through, and his wife, and his babies as well, which
Yeah.
all three of them have stuck together through thick and thin. I mean, I couldn't imagine losing your parents and then having to bring up a little boy and then play mum. It was kind of, because I'm a parent myself. I
Yeah.
can't imagine like that, but he just kept going. And when I walked out that theater room, I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to get on YouTube. I'm going to speak to everyone. I'm going to find someone that can help me through it, which I have the amazing TeladiaPlays. Go and check his channel out. Yeah, that I just fell in love with Chris Reeve's Superman.
Love that. Love it. I will ask you guys one question. I always love to ask Superman fans this question, and then I'm sure it's very late over there, so I know you
No,
guys
it's
go.
fine,
But
it's fine.
what does Superman mean to both of you guys?
Okay, Siobhan, you can go first.
You go
Consider-
first.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can be you. You can go first.
Okay. Considering I'm the co-host on this one.
Yes.
Okay. Well, for me, Superman brings hope, inspiration, and also Superman also brings that positivity to the world,
Yeah.
which I believe that sets an example for me. And I want to do the same thing. He inspires me to do the same thing, to pass that knowledge. Superman passes on that knowledge of being positive, being inspiring people, to bring hope to people, all these things, to send it to the positive across the world. Like that's what my thing is, and that's what I believe. What Superman does to me, I want to do that to other people, and that's what I want to do. Spread the positivity, spread the awareness, and to try and bring people the goodness in their life and not the bad things. If anything bad is happening in their life, I want to put smiles to people's faces. That's what Superman does. Superman brings smiles to people's faces, and that's the most important thing.
Love it.
I think James needs to hire you for that. I think if you were to turn around and put that in a movie, I think that would
Me?
do
Yeah.
wonders for Wonder. I think that nearly teared me up. Then that got me
Yeah,
there.
I'm like, oh
You know?
my God, now I'm fine. You already got me smiling. I'm like, oh my God,
Oh, that's amazing.
love that.
What Superman means to me is that same answer what Taylor plays, but I love the fact that he changes. I love the fact that we're getting different. We're gonna get different Supermans. I love the fact that because like you can change throughout your journey as well as Superman as well. Like I love the fact that we're going to get different Supermans. We're gonna see weaknesses. We're gonna see strengths. We're gonna see downfalls. We're gonna see like his love life. We've seen his love life done in so many ways with
Yeah.
the Lois and Superman. Is it the TV show?
Superman and
Oh,
Lois.
Superman and Lois.
Yes, we've seen that. That was a great show. That
Oh
obviously
my God, the way
didn't get
that
really to see much over
that
here.
I
made me. Oh, have you guys watched the new season yet, or the
I,
final
it,
season?
it comes off briefly on the TV. It's very
Oh,
hard.
it does.
I,
on the
I've
TV.
watched it. I've watched
Yeah.
I've watched the full season. I've reacted to it, and I was like, after
My
that show,
heart. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna start. Tyler did an amazing job. Bitsy is amazing too. And like you said, we've had so many amazing Supermen,
Yeah.
whether it be Brandon, Henry Cavill, Christopher Reeve, or George Reeves. They've
Mhm.
all given their own interpretation, and we're gonna get a new interpretation of Superman with
Yeah,
David.
because that's what I like. That's what I'm doing is like a new, different me. There's going to be a different me. I'm going to be when I'm on Teladia's Play. It's going to be a different version of me, and So, Jonathan, where can they
Yes.
find you on social media? Where
Oh yes, you can check me out on the Daily Kryptonian on Instagram or the Daily Crypto on. I still call it Twitter, but yes, Twitter.
Yeah, I do.
so do I.
The
Twitter
Daily
X.
Crypto. Yeah, the X. Or on YouTube as well, the Daily Kryptonian. Definitely follow. Let me know you're following me. I try to interact with everybody in the DMs. It's very hard, and you could ask Siobhan. I feel bad sometimes. I'm like, oh no, I didn't see the message, and I got to
No,
message
it's
Siobhan back.
fine. Don't worry about it. I know how busy you are.
No, yeah.
same.
So, but definitely follow. I'm always looking at comments and messages. I love interacting, and the most important thing to know is there's no wrong opinion. I don't want hate, but if you have an opinion, I will not say you're wrong. I'll listen to what you have to say, and we'll agree to disagree, and that's okay. You can have agreements, you can have disagreements, and that's what we're here for. And just no hate on the page. No hate. No
Exactly.
hate.
So, where can we find you on social media?
You can check me out on an X at TeladiaPlays _. I have got you unfollowed, by the way, DailyKrptonian, just to let you know. I do follow you.
Oh.
I did retweet you just recently.
Oh, you did? Oh, you did? I'll have to go through the retweet.
And you can check me out on YouTube at TeladiaPlays, and you can check out my podcast, which is called Into the Multiverse, a DC Comics podcast, where recently we've had Unfiltered, where we talked about a lot of things, including Pokemon, including for his love for Batman. We also had Luke Bug, the Geek of Steel, recently as well. So you can check out that interview. Yep, shout out to Luke. And soon we'll be having more guests and more positivity.
I think you should have Siobhan on your show.
Siobhan is a co-host. That's the thing.
Oh, you're a co-host.
If you want to interview me, you can do. I'm quite happy for that. I mean, you get your questions ready. Questions ready. Get the questions ready. I'm all for it.
We asked you questions. I think that's gonna feel weird.
I was actually thinking about that the other day as well. Imagine if I was a guest on your channel and everyone would be like, okay.
Well, Siobhan, where can we find you?
Oh God, you can find me on YouTube. I am called The Geek of Shiv. That name probably will be sticking as well. You can find me on Instagram, X, Twitter, Blue Sky. Is it Blue?
Yeah,
Sky?
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
TikTok, all my socials will be linked down below, and everyone else that's been on this channel today. I want to say thank you to two amazing guests here today, and especially Jonathan as well, the Daily of Krypton. You can find him. I will link everything below once I've click this off. But I want to say thank you so much for taking time out for doing this as well. And I hope when you do all your amazing work with the Flash film and when the Superman trailer drops, we get you back on it and we can talk.
Of course.
Yes,
let's talk
we,
more.
we would love for you to come on again and just to give your thoughts on the Superman film as a
Oh,
kind
the
of like
trailer.
a
the trailer, and the trailers
Yeah.
as well. That's
and the
So I'll
trailer.
see you
Yeah,
in July.
we'll do it
I'll
all
see
in one. We'll do it all in one.
all in
Oh,
one.
I think we should go on your channel and do it.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure. We'll definitely get you on
yes,
mine.
I'll have to have you guys on, and we'll have to just sit down and talk.
Yeah, it's just a great honor to have you on, really. So
Thank you so much, guys, and
No.
we'll stay in contact. I'll have to follow you. I know Siobhan, we're following each other on Insta, so and Twitter and X and all that.
X,
So
Twitter, whatever you call it, you can find us all there. So I want to say thank you.
Thank
And
you.
good night, morning, wherever you
Good
are.
night. You guys have a good night.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Yes,
But
Bye.
please do stay because I'm just ending this recording right now. So please stay.
Okay.